live. And
Nelson,
sorry, boom. Sorry, guys. I think I was talking to myself. And to start it, boom. We are with fantastic riders. These guys are amazing. They are doing. If you see the first clip from them, I want to say thank you to Michael for making and this fantastic video. First of all, I want to present all of you. I think you don't need the presentations, but I want to say for all of you, thank you for coming. And we are going to talk about this magnificent event. It's going to be in Scotland. So, first of all, good evening.
Hi, Nelson.
Hello.
So, who wants to start? Who wants to tell me just before we go, who came with this magnificent idea to create something so crazy for all of us?
So I guess that was probably me. I picked up a Onewheel a couple of years ago, and I watched the race for the Rail 2021, I think it was, and I thought, hey, this is pretty good. Let's go find an event in the UK to ride, and there weren't any. So I kind of put the question out there to the UK community, and Max down here got back to me and said, well, you know, we need someone who can run events, and we need somewhere to run events. And I went, well, I can probably do that. I've got a background in running snow sports events all over Scotland. So yeah, I kind of reached out to Max and Shan and Nadine, who's not here tonight, and Michael, and a few people in the community who I thought all had their own sort of skill set who could help out. And went, should we do this? And here we are. So yeah, it's happening. It's been a bit of a whirlwind so far, and we've been a lot more successful than we probably thought we were going to be in terms of engagement with the community, with some of the big companies and sponsors out there, with Glencoe Mountain itself, who are completely on board. In fact, their head of activities, James, he can't be here tonight, but he's joined the team. Yeah, it's great. And to be here tonight and talk to you guys and answer any questions that anybody has. So please put any questions in the comments box, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. So here we are. We've gone from a small idea to something that's going to be quite big, I think, and hopefully one of, if not the biggest event in Europe and the first of its kind in the UK in such a beautiful setting, Glencoe, Scotland.
Yeah, okay, my friend. I'm going to go to the first question that is just for me important. Is going to be a limit of tickets out? That was because I know in the beginning, in the first day, you put the tickets to sell. That was like a machine that is disappear all the tickets very fast. Was you guys impressed to see how faster was this first tickets out? Who's going to answer? Let's change here to tell us something.
Definitely didn't expect it. I expect those to sell so quickly. Definitely not within a few hours.
And you, Michael?
Yeah, didn't expect it either. We were kind of thinking, is this going to take off or not? And then suddenly, boom, they just went. So it was, a bit of a surprise.
And you, Max?
Yeah, no, like the other guys were saying, we thought we'd be at least 2 or 3 days to get that first 20 out with, the free t-shirt included. And yeah, a couple of hours gone, none left. People messaging us going, what happened? I didn't get mine. It's like, well, it's faster.
That's why I'm going to come to the next question. How do you see it? How is you guys now doing with the tickets? How many tickets do you have around? And what is going to be the limit for everybody to understand? And how is everything is going to work? Who is going to be the person interested to answer that?
So I'll give you the answer. We've got 2 types of ticket on sale. We've got the sort of general admission ticket, which includes everything apart from the downhill race. So we've got a single track challenge, we've got street style comp and workshops. We've got some games, lots of prizes and bits and pieces from sponsors. And then we've got the downhill ticket. Now, the main race is a downhill race. It involves going up a chairlift, which is quite unique, going up a chairlift with a Onewheel. Not a lot of people have done that. So we'll also have to cover the chairlift costs and things as well. Downhill races over 2 days. It's Saturday, which is the time trial and qualifier. And then Sunday, for those who qualify, will be a 4 across the 4 races at a time down what is a pretty gnarly course. So in terms of tickets, we've got to limit the number of race tickets available just because of time and things of the day. So we're going to have 120 downhill race tickets. We've sold over half. Already, and the event's not till June. So I know there's a lot of people out there who've said to me, yeah, I'm definitely going to buy a ticket, I'm definitely coming. You probably want to get on and get your tickets soon, guys, and also start looking at accommodation, because that's going to be quite important. That's filling up pretty quickly as well. I know you've got a ticket, Nelson, one of the first 20.
Yes, I was one of the lucky guys. I try my best. I just want to say something here for the people to understand. We talk in private, but I want to make this question like this. Is you have from 20 to 25. If somebody wants to come a little early and stay a little longer, is that possible with extra expensive, of course?
Yeah, absolutely. Glencoe Mountain itself is open to the public effectively in terms of you can go and you can ride anywhere. If you want to go up a chairlift and practice the downhill trail, you'll have to pay Glencoe directly to use the chairlift. It's a lot more expensive individually than what we're managing to charge for our tickets. We're going to be there. Most of our team will be there from Wednesday, the 23rd, and we'll be there till Monday, where we're going to pack up. So we'll be there. Come see us. Come say hi. Get involved. But yeah, there's no issue with turning up early. Just if you want to come for making a trip. I know we've got quite a lot of European riders, and there's a few I can see who are already watching tonight. Hi, Fabio, Jaffa. How you doing, guys? And La Rochelle Wheel Dogs are here as well, I see. So it's good, you guys, you're going to become a fair trek. There's also a few possibly coming over from America as well, yet to confirm, but we're pretty much sure they're coming. We'll more about that another day, probably. So yeah, come across early, make a week of it. Scotland and the Highlands of Scotland, absolutely beautiful. So anybody seen the film Skyfall, the James Bond film? There's a wee windy road scene, and so that's just around the corner. That's filmed in Glencoe. And there's so much to do and see as well. So yeah, come up early. That's no problem at all.
Can we go to the second video? Is that possible, or you want to arrange?
Yeah. I think Max is going to talk about the racetrack.
Yes, let's put it the second video, and we can talk it directly about him. Is this the one? Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, this is the one.
You put the video and you can talk a little about him.
Sure. So yeah, so this is our main race trail. This is the downhill race. It's about 1.8 miles of sheer gnarliness, which unfortunately you just cannot see on camera. We've got some real steep sections where this honestly safest thing to do is just send it, because the minute you start braking, you're going to get tail scraping. It's a hell of a rocky track all the way down. Some big chunky boulders in there. You know, if you hit them, which I did a couple of times when we were up there filming stuff, you just end up sliding out on the gravel that you're landing on. So it really is going to be, as it's called, a hare and a tortoise. You know, if you stay on the board and just take it easy, you're probably going to get a much faster time than someone flying down and having to jump back on the board constantly. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for sure.
And my question is like this, guys, for everybody's out there. Is going to be price for everybody? How that is going to work? What is the idea of the event? Is more a friendly event? Is not important who's going to win the prize? How everything is planned?
So basically what we're going to do on, I believe it's Saturday, we're going to be having time trials down the 1.8 mile course. This is for the downhill racers ticket. We're then going to use this for seeding on the Sunday, the 4-persons race. With that'll be, you know, a lot like Race the Rail and how the RL guys do it, just through brackets. And eventually we will find our winner.
And do you just going to have the downhill, or is going to be extra events, extra games? What is is going to be lots of surprise for everybody's coming? Is going to be for different categories, for ladies, for kids? How is the plan for everybody to understand? If I come with my family and they like to ride the Onewheel, is going to be something special for the young people?
Definitely, yeah, I'll take that. So yeah, obviously there's going to be different categories, male and female, effectively, and a split of boards. So there'll be sort of XR, GT, and VESC will all effectively race each other.
Oh, it's going to be VESC.
Well, I know that Hunters is coming. He's determined he's coming over. So VESC man, for those who know him, is coming along. So yeah, there'll be a couple of VESC riders here. I think Gerard mentioned bringing his VESC as well. But on that course downhill, it's like, you know, as Max says, it's pretty steep. I'm not sure you're going to get a massive advantage of a VESC GT over an XR. So we're all going to race in the same category. And if we've got any points and point X's, they can race in a category together as well. We'll see what we get in registrations. In terms of all the other stuff, we've got a single track challenge. So there's a red mountain bike track, which comes pretty much straight down the hill. And the bottom section of that's got some nice little berms and some little drops. So we're going to have a wee challenge probably on the Friday. It'll be on the Friday evening. Have a wee challenge down there, a little time trial for anybody. You don't have to have a racer ticket just to enter that. I'll warn you, it's interesting. I rode it as Michael was filming me, and I dropped off something, and my board disappeared into a little stream. So we're going to put some barriers up for that one. We're also going to have, as Max is going to have some games. I know, Nelson, you had Chris Tullio. So your friend Chris, he was on one of your interviews recently. So I met Chris last July and rode with him out in Long Beach, and he kind of inspired me a little bit. So I got the same chair with a little bit of help from Mike and Nick at Craft and Ride, and then Chris got exactly the same chair, and thought we'll give it a go. So we're going to have a chair race, and actually our secret weapon is Michael. He's really good on the chair. So we're going to have a chair race. So bring your chairs as well, and we're going to have a good little chair race.
And if anyone has a pony or something like that, or something crazy created, why not?
Yeah, anything you want to bring, as long as it's something that you ride on the Onewheel, and we'll have a little race of that. And Max can probably talk to you a little bit more about kind of some of the street style stuff. Actually, really quickly, I've just seen a question from You Can Destroy saying, Onewheel's legal to ride up there. So at the moment, only legal to ride in private ground, which Glencoe Mountain is, which is part of the reason we've chosen Glencoe as where we're going to do it. Hopefully, with legislation changing in May next year, they'll be legal everywhere. Plus, I'm informed reliably there's literally one policeman who covers about 200 square miles, and he'll probably be there, like, taking part anyway. So I think we're good.
Okay, that is the important thing. Then we are saved. Okay, there is kids rocking horses. Someone, I know that some guys here in Germany that they want to go and they have these horses and they want to bring it, and that is the idea is for you guys who are out there. If you go to event, your fantasy is going to make everybody happy. Just make something new for all of us, surprise us. And I think that is the main thing of a community and everything. Just come, have fun, and bring your fun to the event, then is going to help us to grow. And I think these guys, they deserve it, all of them. I know one of the ladies here was with me in an interview, and I know her very well, and I know that she loves this sport. Andy, Max, Michael is the first time. Andy, I know him a little. Oh, I know that he was in America. Nadine is not today here, and she was here in the interview. I know how much passion you have for the Onewheel, and you make so much. And I hope that you have the most success of the world, because you deserve it, because you are just creating something for all of us to have fun. And that is lots of work. I'm going to come to another thing before we go to another. It's like this: sponsors. How is that, guys? Do you need more guys sponsoring your event? I know that is difficult. It's hard for you guys. How is that? What you need? If somebody's out there listening, maybe they can help you guys with sponsoring your event, because it's difficult to make everything alone. I know that you don't talk about that with me, but I would like to see more people sponsoring because I know it's very hard to do everything for himself. How is the situation?
So we've got prize sponsors. I was lucky enough to speak to most of the big US companies when I was out in America. And we've got lots of people giving us prizes from Float Life, Craft and Ride, Wheel Fun Stuff, this time Wheel Flux Movement, you name it. We've got them all. Armadillos are on board, Flight Fins. They're all going to send us some prizes over, which is great. In terms of sort of hard cash to run things, at the moment, I've kind of put most of my own money into it. We're hoping to break even, but we've got a couple of expensive items where we have to pay for professional timing and safety barriers and things, and there's a fair cost involved in that. And we've got the Scottish Downhill Association, who do all the downhill mountain bike races, so they're very good at it. They're coming to do that for us, but at a cost. We've also got to pay for first aid medical cover, so we've got some ski patrollers. The mountain is a ski resort in the winter, so we've got a couple of ski patrollers who are very highly trained. They're going to come and look after the first aid side for us, because best will of the world, people are going to get injured because it's a one-wheel event and it's a race. And my experience of that, certainly from Float Life Fest, is people will get injured. So we're gonna need those guys to cover that. We also need some other bits and pieces. We need to buy some stuff. So yeah, I mean, there's all sorts we need, and we can cover some of it ourselves. Silly things, little things like wristbands, just so we know people have actually paid and they can take part in the events. We need some bibs for the event crew to identify the event crew. We'd really like to buy like a gazebo just to set up, so we've got a little bit at the bottom as well. We've got a DJ coming, so if anyone knows someone who'd like to come and DJ for free, or even a band, if a band just wants to come and donate their time, that'd be really, really good. But we're going to have a DJ one evening anyway. So yeah, there's a few bits and pieces we need. If someone wants to put some money behind us, that would be really good. I'd be really, really, really keen to talk to you. So please get in touch directly with us through the website and email, or through Nelson. And if there's anything you can offer and want to be involved, we'd love to talk to you.
I'm going to leave all the links, guys, there. That is the website from them. You can go for Instagram. You can go in Facebook, and they has the YouTube channel. And I know they are. There's many ways you can contact. You can go to Max, to Michelle, to Chantal. You can go to Nadine. You can go to Andy. I think that is easy. The important thing, if you are not going to sponsor, if you know a company, or maybe a company that you are working, guys, events is very expensive. And sometimes you're thinking that these guys, they are winning money. They are not winning nothing. They are doing for the pleasure. That's why we have to help the community. It's very important. Next year, maybe that is going to be bigger, and it's going to be more companies interesting to help these guys. Then it's going to be easy. They don't need to go more to you guys. Then the companies is going to be there to help. That's why I'm very interested to have you guys working together with them and trying to find supports like music, like guys who makes music, DJs, or if any company wants to give money is always better, because that way they can work better. And they have it's like this: when you ask to a friend, maybe the friend in the last minute say, maybe I cannot come. If you have a company that you pay, there is a contract, they have to come. That's why money is always better to help. But like I always said, do it the best way. Don't forget what you are doing is to help the community and help them to grow. And is another event in Europe, in UK, in Scotland, and is better for all of us. We just see USA, USA, USA. We need to here. We don't have not too much events. I just want to ask to you: do you like to see more ladies here this year in your in the event you are working together?
Yeah, so quite a few new riders are popping up in the UK, female riders, which is amazing. Recently met up with a new rider, so that's exciting, and she's going to be coming to the race as well, Alicia, so that's exciting. But we're hoping obviously a few riders from Europe and America as well, so we can have a healthy sized women's category in the UK, which should be amazing. So yeah.
So I just want to say, Chantal and Nadine, they are the best friends, and they always are together riding. I know them for a lot of time, and they make so much stuff for the Onewheel and to bring more ladies to this sport. And I'm always very happy to see what they create. And if you have the chance, I'm going to leave all the links for this guys from Instagram for you to see the work, what they are doing. I think they are a fantastic team. And I think that is going to be a very, very crazy event. I just want to go to Max again. Max, there is a question here. What is the plan for the rails?
For the what, sorry?
For the
if it rains.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I think actually probably well, you know, Glencoe's an interesting place. We should be okay, but you know, the weather obviously it can be volatile from time to time. You know, when we were last up there, there was a bit of a downpour. I mean, the track is rideable wet. It doesn't make it much harder. It's a pretty tricky track anyway. But I mean,
just put the fender.
Yeah, put a fender. I mean, I stupidly didn't. And I came down there caked, and I'm not going to lie, you know, those dunes were just in the bin, done. But, you know, we got the whole weekend. We can move things around. There's different activities to do, like the guys mentioned earlier. There's a few social rides. We're going to be doing trick sessions and probably a freestyle comp at the same time. Some games and, yeah, chair races. So, yeah, there'll be plenty of other stuff to do if we can't use the track for an hour or so. But, yeah, because it's, you know, on a mountain, it'll drain quickly. And yeah, look, it is rideable wet. We've done it ourselves a few times, so.
Yeah, that was interesting. We were kind of like on the chairlift, and then it started raining, and just kind of sort of looked at each other at the top, like, "Oh, okay." But we made it down. It, you know, it didn't affect the racetrack or anything like that. Maybe recommend that people badger their boards just in case.
Yeah, and okay, and then always going to be with the charge points. Always everything going to work to charge the boards and everything. There is a plan for charging.
Yeah. So there's quite a few buildings at the base of Glencoe. So where the chairlift access is, there's a couple of buildings above that, and we're going to have access to all the power. And there, people will need to bring their own chargers. That's important. We can't go supplying a load of rapid chargers because simply we don't have them and we can't afford to buy them. So you need to bring your own charger, but there'll be plenty of power available. Worth noting actually is it's a downhill course, so we're going to actually really highlight to people, you do not want to be starting this race on anything above probably 85% charge. Regen is real, and on that course of that descent, and it's 1128 foot of descent, I think. When I saw our first weekend up there, Nadine halfway down was getting alerts all over the place on her watch telling her that she was 100% battery on regen, the board was going to stop. So yeah, so actually there's plenty of charging opportunity down the bottom, no problem at all. But yeah, we don't want to be charging up top because you're going to very quickly cause a bit of a nosedive with regen the board to 100%. Never thought I'd come across that problem, but
you are going to have this problem. That's a big problem. I just want to go, because before Nick disappeared, I just want to say, Doris DJ, please contact him, but don't just say it. Contact him and do it now, not later on, because then
Yeah, I
later on maybe you
I've
forget.
just spoken to Nick separately, and
Yeah,
we'll
okay,
speak to
that
guys
is
and get it
perfect,
sorted.
because most of the times, sometimes we are busy tomorrow and then we forget. That is Big Bad Mac. I want to make the other question is like this: do you have any rules for the people who's going to come to want to go downhill as protection? Is something that is a rule, or everybody can do whatever they want? How that works for everybody to understand it?
So mandatory will be helmets and wrist protection. Absolutely mandatory. You must wear a helmet. You must have wrist protection. We recommend full pads. The mountain in the summer has a lot of downhill mountain biking. They rent bikes. They also rent body armor. So that body armor will be available to rent. But if you want some, probably give them a call in advance. But definitely helmet and wrist guards mandatory. I recommend every bit of protection you can get.
Okay, but that is a rule, or that is just everybody can do whatever they want?
No, that is a rule. So you must have a helmet. You must have wrist guards. We won't allow you to start the downhill race without that. But if you want to wear extra on top, absolutely fine. We'd encourage it.
We have to ask this, my friend, because you have to think that lots of people think that is not I can do whatever I want, and I think safety is very important, because we are going to go downhill, and like you said, maybe it's too much charge or something happens, and we don't want to destroy the party. We want to have all of us fun. That is the important thing for all of us, but it's going to happen. It's not a problem.
It'll be the same for the social rides as well. If everyone can make sure they've got helmet and wrist guards on, because there will be quite a few social rides around the area. So, you know, if you bring in family or any beginner riders that want to attend, you know, getting a spectator ticket, there's going to be lots of social rides organised in and around the area, because it's such a beautiful place, and it's actually part of a famous walk, a famous 7-day hiking route called the West Highland Way. And there's endless trails nearby. It's, you know, it's such a stunning landscape. So if you can make sure that, you know, you've brought them with you, even if you're just doing a social ride, make sure you've got your helmet and wrist guards as well.
I'm going to ask you another thing. I don't know how many persons is in your organization. Do you need anyone else that comes and maybe can help extra when they are there, or you have the complete team for the event?
Yeah,
Do you
so
think is enough?
we need around about 20 people in total, because we're going to have we need marshals and things. So I've got a team of guys from the snow sports world who are going to help us out. But if anybody is coming up and is keen to help out, it wouldn't be able to be anybody who's racing the downhill, because I need people doing marshals on the hill. So obviously, if you're racing, it's not really going to work out. But if people are coming up just to support, to watch people race, or just to take part in the sort of general mission of the social stuff, and they want to volunteer to help out, then yeah, that'd be really good. Just get in contact with us through the Instagram, Facebook, or the email from the website.
Guys, I'm going to leave all the links there. That's just contact. I think I don't have for Max and for Michael, but I'm going to ask him later on, and then I put the contact from them too. That way, it's going to be easy for you to contact all of them if there is any problem. But I think if you go directly to the website, you're going to be to the Instagram is going to be easy. So I just going to go. Can we go for the Trails movie?
Yeah, let's do that, and Shane can have a chat about that.
Yeah, let's change it, and let's put it.
Yeah, so as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, the area is renowned for its beautiful trails. It's part of the West Highland Way hiking route, which is a really famous 7-day hike. I've done the hike myself. It's absolutely beautiful. So you can imagine the riding around there is endless. And obviously you've got Glenateeve, the James Bond Road. That Andy mentioned earlier, that we rode down on that first video that was shown on this live stream. So the possibilities for social rides are endless. So we are going to make sure that we've got rides organised. So for those that don't want to race but they still want to ride, you won't be short of routes, and for those that want to arrive early, a few days early, obviously you're free to explore the area. Come to us if you are there early and you want some advice on where you can ride, some good trails, then feel free to come and have a chat with us. And if you're there a few days early, we can sort of point you in the right direction. But yeah, there's going to be plenty of social rides as well that will be organised for those who don't want to race. I think everyone will just fall in love with the area itself. It's absolutely out of this world.
Yes, that is the important thing. So the other question I would like to ask to you guys, I'm just going to change here very fast because I want to show something and I want to have a question. How that is going to work with the tickets, the different tickets for the people to understand. There's tickets for race and there's tickets normal. What is going to be the difference? How is going to work that? Just for us to understand.
Yeah, so there's two types of ticket. There's a general admission ticket, which covers everything apart from the downhill race. The reason being is the downhill race requires access up the chairlift. So obviously there's an additional cost to that chairlift access. So all the stuff we've got, you can see there on your website. Everything apart from the qualifier time trial and the 4-cross downhill race is included. So we got single track challenge, trick clinics with Max, maybe some other riders, we'll let you know. Trick competitions, we talked about games, social rides, chair race, and maybe some other interesting things. That's all included. On top of that, I said the other ticket is the downhill race ticket, which is £85. That downhill race ticket includes the time trial qualifier on the Saturday and the downhill 4-cross on the Sunday, and it includes access to the chairlifts, unlimited chairlift rides on those 2 days. And that's the important bit there. That's the difference. It's that unlimited chairlift access. So yeah, if you want to race, compete in the downhill, you've got to buy that downhill race ticket. The tickets are available on the website. It goes through Eventbrite. Should be pretty straightforward to do. Most people have bought the tickets relatively easily. Any questions, again, just drop us an email or send us a message on the social media, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
How does that work with the accommodations? Because I see that you have accommodations. Is easy to the people because you have lots of links here. Is that far away from the event or that is close to the event?
So the first one there, the Glencoe itself has, start simply camping pitches. So you can put a tent up there. They've got these little huts, micro lodges they call them. They call them 4-man and 6-man, but they're really 3-man and 5-man, because you can see that bed at the back there is supposed to be for 2 people. So that's a 4-man, which we recommend 3. There's still a few available. We've got some booked out for the events team, but there's still a few available. Next, there's King's House. Now, the hotel at King's House is now fully booked, but they do have a bunk house, so you can get there. King's House is just under a mile down the road, really, and you can walk or ride to it on part of the West Highland Way. And then all the other bits and pieces on there are just hotels in the area. But if you're going to stay anywhere further away than King's House, some of these other hotels which are in the area, you're going to need a car. There's no public transport to the mountain from these places. It is the Highlands of Scotland. It's quite remote. So you'll need your own vehicle or transport if you're going to go from there. We're not doing bookings. You guys book your own accommodation.
Yes. I think that is better for everyone. I think it's better. Is a less a problem for you guys. But if I come like me, I want to come with a van.
So there is electric hookup available at Glencoe, so you'll be able to book that. There's also camping pitches available with facilities. So those are options as well if you want to come in a camper van or you want to do some camping. If you're getting there early and you want to camp, then you're welcome to book a camping spot at Glencoe Mountain Resort itself. I know there's a few camping areas in Kinlochleven as well, which isn't too far, maybe a 25-30 minute drive. But again, you would need a car if you wanted to book that far away, because public transport isn't. There's no public transport up there. So
guys, from my side, I'm going to be with a big car. If anyone comes and is a little far, we can always meet in the morning and I bring everybody in the car. It's not a problem. That we fix all of us in a car. We just take the chairs out and everybody passes. We make like a bus. That is not going to be a problem. So I want to ask another thing to you guys is like this. Before we go to the, I want to talk about. Oh no, I missed it. I just want to ask like this. If I come with a Onewheel and something happens with my Onewheel, I just have this one, is going to be some reserves there from you guys, or is nothing arranged, or a company to rent or something like that? Is any can that happen? A person Brooks is Onewheel. You understand the question?
Yeah, so
thought-
I mean,
go on,
sorry,
Max.
Andy.
No, yeah,
I
go
was
ahead,
just
Max.
going to say, so in the UK, because of the whole legality at the moment, then unfortunately there aren't any companies to rent them from. I know a few people have tried and looked into it, but with public liability insurance or a rental company, they just can't get it on Onewheel. So yeah, and unfortunately, if something does go wrong with your board, unless it's something that can be fixed there and then on site, if you need to open up control or new BMS, it's unfortunately it's probably unlikely. But I mean, there will be companies there who can change your tire out and help you with other bits and pieces like that. There will be, I think, tires on sale there from a couple of the stands. So if you pop a tire or something, you should be perfectly fine. But yeah, if you get more technical, then yeah, you're not going to be able to say rent a board. Unfortunately, by the looks of things, there might be some demo boards from some of the other companies there that you might be able to borrow, but we can't guarantee and say, look, we've got 30 spares or anything like that.
So then we go to the point. That's why I came to this point. So that is very important. That's why we are a community. So I'm going to take my 2 boards. I know that lots of friends are going to go. They're going to bring 1 or 2 boards. If you are out there, I think the community is always ready to help. If you guys coming to the event, if you have an extra board, that can happen, because that can happen to anyone. Bring your extra board, and maybe you can help a guy who is with problems. Maybe his battery is damaged or is no way to fix it. It's always nice if you bring your extra second board. If it's a Pint, X Air, it doesn't matter. Just try to bring it. That way, if you come with car, of course, that way you're going to help these guys here to have extra one. Maybe if somebody helps, to share. If anyone coming from Europe and going with plane and wants to go to the event and maybe wants to bring an extra board and you don't know how to ship it to me. I'm going to go with car. I can put it in my car and I can bring it for all of you. There is the OPS option that you can, today there is a video there, but I can make it free for everyone. It's free, but there is a video that you can, with OPS, you can send most of the stuff in Europe, but because that is in UK and Scotland is a little more, because of we are not, that is the stupid thing, we are not there, not anymore together. But that is life. But the important thing is, if you don't have the chance, give me the boards, I take it and I send you back to your home. The important thing, bring the most possible extra things that you can bring to help the community. Is going to happen something to anyone, and that way everybody's happy and the organization is going to be very happy to have extra boards for everyone. Don't you guys?
Absolutely. I've got a couple of spare boards, so I'll bring those up as well. But yeah, that's a really good point, Nelson. I hadn't thought of. If people are able to bring a spare board, not just for yourself to use, but it would be really, really good as well. And Nelson, you're happy to bring some over with you, are you?
I'm going to bring more persons. I'm going to try to bring 7 persons with me, maybe.
Okay. We're working on a shipping option. We've got an address, got a company helping us out locally, who, if people want to ship their boards here, they can ship their boards to this address in the UK. Obviously, there's the whole issue over customs and things, and it could take a lot longer. I know there's a couple of guys
it's expensive.
UK. Yeah,
it's expensive.
So actually, if you can help us out, Nelson, we'd appreciate that. Maybe we can have a chat and we can put something out later.
Guys,
just really quickly, I've just seen the La Rochelle Wheel Dogs. Can you ride in a kilt? Yes, you can ride in a kilt. I've ridden in a kilt here at Glencoe and actually in America at Float Life Fest. The only thing I would suggest is don't ride in a kilt racing down the downhill track, because when you come off, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. So guys, you have to be prepared. Maybe that is going to be what you guys recommend: tire off-road or slick tire?
Off-road.
On-road.
And below 14 psi. If you're over 14 psi, you're just going to bounce constantly.
I was just waiting for the answer for everybody, like a middle D, off-road. So, guys, if you don't understand, you are in Scotland. That is a beautiful, beautiful country, but you have to think that is a little sleepy, and you have to be prepared, guys. Take care. Have the most of pressure and enjoy the time there, because it's going to be amazing. I'm expecting next year to have so much events here in Europe, and I think we're going to show to the world that we are, first of all, a big community, and second of all, we have to thank you to you guys. Is missing one person here today, Nadine, but I think you are doing amazing job and creating something very special for us and for you guys out there. I want to show you something that, if you are interested, they can talk now about. That is, tell us a little more about the shop.
So yeah, okay. So actually, Nelson, this was kind of driven by you. Actually, we had a conversation about things, and you mentioned maybe selling some merchandise up front. So we have. We've got our designs, the Float the Highlands designs, which Nadine did, and you'll see some different ones on there. So we teamed up with Float Gang Co. out of Florida. I spent a lot of time with Eric and Edgar out at Float Life Fest, and they have created for us 3 unique designs just for us. So that first one with the Highland cow. If anybody wants to know what it says on the sign, just Google it. It's Scottish. There's a couple of what we call brand parodies. So there's the Johnny Onewheeler, and if anybody knows the brand Iron Brew, you'll see the nosedive one as well. And some of the ones with the stag and the t-shirts like we're wearing, these are the designs that Nadine did for us initially. So you can buy hoodies and t-shirts and caps, and we make a couple of pound off each one. It's not a lot, but every little helps to contribute to the event, and every penny that we make from these will go straight back into the event and help us support and do better things for you. So yeah, it's on our website. Go and have a look. It's all print on demand, so you just sort of select what you want, different sizes and colors and things, and they'll send it directly to you.
And guys, don't hesitate. I think that is going to be, first of all, it's something that you're going to have special for you, and it's going to be the first year. Don't forget, the first year is always the special one. I think you're going to love it, and help these guys. They are helping you because the prices, they are so. When you see a hoodie for 32 pounds, that is nothing, guys. That is just enjoy it, and you are going to be prepared for the event. So we're going to go to the landscapes. Who is going to talk about it?
The landscapes. Yeah, so as I was saying on the previous video, on this video here, we were riding a road called Glenateve, which was in James Bond film, a really famous road, really quiet road as well. So we should be able to get a social ride down there. Really nice, smooth tarmac so that you can rest your legs in between all the racing on that bumpy racetrack. But yeah, so Glenateve, really, really famous road that we'll be able to ride down. There's loads and loads of trails nearby. We could potentially get a ride over at Rannoch Moor, which is just really vast, desolate landscape. Again, part of the West Highland Way. So if there's any hikers watching, you'll know the West Highland Way. You're going to be slap bang in the middle of it, basically. So you'll be seeing all the beautiful views that you'd see on that hike as well. We only had a couple of days up there all together as a team back in, was it May, early June. So we tried to do as many as we possibly could while we were there. And even though the weather was cloudy and it was just stunning, absolutely beautiful. and just riding up a chairlift, the views that you get from that chairlift of the valley itself are just unmatched. So we're definitely crowbarring plenty of social rides so that everyone can really experience the area, not just obviously the main event, the downhill race, not just that, but you can actually experience the area itself as well.
Yes, that is the important thing. Let me see. We're just going to go for what the people are riding. I'm curious, I'm looking for it. Let's see. Vict is going to come. Vict is the Westman is now in USA. The public transport to the event possible from Glasgow to, or how is going to work that?
Yeah, actually, Michael, you're probably more knowledgeable about the public transport because you've used it before from that sort of area. So I'll let you take that.
Victor, you tell me, pick me in Glasgow.
If you absolutely need to take public transport, there is actually a night train that goes all the way from London to a place called, well, there's a station, I reckon, about half hour's drive away. And there is a bus once every 2 hours there. I wouldn't recommend it if you're coming up with all your gear, plus a Onewheel as well. But it is doable by public transport. Train comes sort of nearby. But yeah, there is a night train from London, so it is sort of doable. And obviously that goes through Edinburgh and Glasgow as well. So there are slight train links, but yeah, it is doable.
So guys, just for you to understand, if somebody comes, I'm going to come from Germany. I'm going to come with a ferry. Then I'm going to pass from London. I'm going to go all the way up. I have enough space for me to put all the boards and all the bags and everything. That's not a problem. You just have to go then by train or by other transport. I can bring all the stuff from you guys. I bring a big van. There is no problem. Place for lots of persons, I don't have it, but I can pick everything from you guys. You just have to contact me. I can organize the place that I'm going to stop, and I can take all the things from everybody for you not to have so much to pay and everything. And when I come back, I'm going to stay a day or 2 days more there, and then I come back and I'm going to stop in the same places, and everybody can go and catch the products. That is not going to be a problem, guys. Just contact me for me to organize, and I try to arrange the best way to help you guys. So, saying what we need more to say about this event, I think we tell everyone, but we forget about one thing very important, guys. The tickets, I was talking with him in private, and I'm going to say it again. With me was a big problem. Every time I make an event, everybody waits for the 2 last weeks to buy the tickets. And sometimes what happens is there is no more tickets. So try to arrange the tickets now. There are not so many available. They are more than half away. So that means, guys, if you don't rush, it's going to be done late for you. Then you're going to be upset, and then you're going to think that the guys was not good with you. Why is no more tickets? There is a limit for everything. I think there is 120 persons to race, right? And how many persons do you think for the people who don't want to race? There is a limit or no limit?
There's probably no limit, but the limit will be if you can find accommodation, I think.
Yeah. And that is the other thing, guys. Try to find now accommodations, or you're going to have a problem. Try to organize yourselves. We are European. You are good in that. We are always well prepared. Don't forget, prepare everything now. It's going to be better for you. It's going to be better for the organization, because when they know how many people they have, they can make a plan for everything. If you're just going to leave for the last minute, it's not going to help them. They're going to have, okay, we have for 100 persons, and then it's going to come 150, and that is going to be not good for them. Try to help them that they can help you. That way, the event is going to be like you dream or more than you dream of. That's why I tell you guys, help the community. Try to find music. Try to find DJs. Try to bring Onewheels if you can. Try to bring your fantasy to the event. I think everything you put in a package is going to help the community to have fun and for us to make fantastic videos, fantastic things, and all the world see that we are prepared to do a magnificent event together with these 6 persons that they are doing a fantastic job for all of us to have fun. That is just my opinion. I hope that was beautiful. I just want to see everybody who ride it because I don't want to leave no one. Okay, normally you ride with 20 people. So it's okay. That is people speaking in a beautiful country. No, yes. That's a
This one I like. Yeah, Fabio, you have to wear a kilt, and everybody else seems to want to do the same. Vinny, I expect to see you here in a kilt.
Yeah, guys, if you are good racing, let's go. I'm going to be there just to have fun, and I want to see these guys racing. That is the important thing. I don't race. I just want to enjoy it, and I bring the maximal. Oh, and I'm going to put it in No Limits to Ride It. Is going to be the 3 days live. If anyone who don't come wants to see it live, is going to be all the time live. That way you can see what is happening there. So that is the only thing I can do for everything works. I hope that it keeps internet there. Is everything okay with the internet there?
Yeah, it's not bad. We had, I think we had 5G or certainly 4G. It was quite
definitely had
good.
4G up there.
That is,
For me, it was useless.
Yeah, because I put it all the time and everybody can see it. But don't forget, bring your cameras because your cameras are important. That is the best thing we can have is people filming and putting in the media. That is the best propaganda for these guys here. Believe it. So, are we missing something?
I think just quickly, all I want to say is thanks very much, Nelson. Couple exciting things. We are collabing with the Float Life Europe on a race jersey. We'll have those available to see what they look like soon. I've got final designs. I will be selling those at the event. So if you want a unique Float Life and Float Behind Us race jersey, bring some cash for that. You mentioned photos and videos. Michael heads up our media team. So obviously we've got all these wonderful videos of the event, but we haven't had the event yet. So for future years, we want as much media as we can get. So please bring your cameras, bring your drones. If you are going to bring a drone, you need to be licensed to fly it, which you can do in the UK on the website. And you just need to avoid the chairlift cables. But that's fine. You know, we'll coordinate that a bit, but bring everything you can, get plenty of video. That'd be great. One other thing.
Yeah, please.
Sorry, no, go on, Nelson, ask.
I was asking, you're going to have like guys with this special drones filming? Do you have anyone with what's the name?
I'll take that. I'll take that. So yeah, we've got a couple of guys who will be filming the actual races themselves, but also hopefully live broadcasting it because from the bottom of the actual course, you can't see the top of the course. So we'd like to actually live stream it so one can actually watch it as it happens. If there's guys out there who are into FPV or into drones and wants to get involved, then hit me up. I'll take any help I can get because that's
why I want. That's why I want to ask if somebody is there to help you guys and have this type of drones. I think that will be good for you to help you a little more. Or more do you have? More is better for you. There's another question here, guys. What do you think?
So we're definitely going to do some social rides in the area. So as I said earlier, it's part of the West Highland Way, which has endless beautiful trails nearby. So we're going to be riding down Glenateve on a social ride and a few more rides in the area and hopefully Rannoch Moor because Rannoch Moor is absolutely stunning. So we'll definitely crowbar a few social rides in the area so everyone can just appreciate where they are.
So I'm going to bring my Scardio. I know that is the FPF drones. They are fantastic. I hope that we see more. There is another person here saying that he's going to bring. I'm going to bring my Scardio. That is the one to follow. But if there is enough drones there, that is not going to be the problem. But I'm going to try to bring it. Then I give you guys the cards and you can take it out and then it's just a help for you because the quality is very good and I think it's going to be interesting. And if you guys have any ideas that can help them, contact them, and I think they're going to be very pleased to listen for all the good ideas. You guys mentioned Food. Oh,
That's
that
a
is
good
very
question.
important.
That's a good question. Yeah. So
I'm really sorry.
yeah.
Thank
So
you very
thanks for
much.
asking that. So on site there's a almost brand new. So the old building at the base station burnt down a couple of years ago. They built this amazing building at the bottom of the chairlift with a great little cafe. It's got a licensed bar, and they're going to keep the bar open to us on the Friday and Saturday night. Keep it open to 11 p.m. They usually close at 8, so they're going to keep that open for us. So licensed bar on the Saturday night as well. They're going to do a barbecue for us. So obviously you pay for that, but there'll be a barbecue. So there's good food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all sorts of stuff you can get. Great little cafe on site. They're aware of the numbers as well, so hopefully they should cater to that. So it should be pretty good.
You
So
get
yeah,
to have
food's not bad.
You get to
Okay.
have some square sausages. Some long
Okay,
sausages.
I'm going to ask if anyone, we're having lots of problems now with this because there is more and more vegans and vegetarians. There is two types. Is easy for them to find everything there? Sorry, or
Yeah.
it's better if they bring themselves something extra.
I mean, if there's something specific they like, maybe something unusual, then bring it along. But they do cater for vegan and vegetarian in the cafe. It will be somewhat limited, but they do cater. So if there's anything you really want, bring it with you.
So where's your dog?
Yeah, she's being nosy.
my dog is always sleeping. You can forget it. So guys, thank you so much. I'm going to give this video for you guys to cut it, to put it like you want it, and if you want to put some parts, I chat with you guys in private later on. That way, I think that way you can put it in the media, and most of the questions is not going to be a big video. That way, it's going to be easy for everybody to understand it. For everybody who was here, I want to say thank you so much. If you don't buy your ticket and you're going to see this video, please buy your ticket, bring your family, bring your friends. Don't forget, that is very important. That is for community, and you going to see a fantastic country. You're going to see lots of fantastic people, riders. If you never try it, come to the event. Like me, you can try all my boards and just come and have fun. Maybe it's going to be a new experience. You're going to see what is a PV, and maybe you're going to love it. And that way, you're going to say, that was my first time. That was amazing. And next year, I'm going to be here with my device, with my Onewheel, and I just want to have fun with you, all of you guys. That's why I want to say so much thank you, all of you. Nadine is not here, but I want to thank to her too. I think you have an amazing team. I want to say thank you to everybody who come to see the video. Don't forget that is open for everybody. We don't win nothing with this. We just want to share information. Don't stop doing this. I'm very proud of you. I hope that more persons has the courage like you, 6, to do more events. I know that is lots of work. You are preparing for close to 6-7 months, and you're going to continue to prepare till the event, to everything to come perfect. You guys out there, do the best you can, and I hope to see you very soon. Maybe in this event. I know that Andy has lots of surprises, but we cannot talk. But I think there is going to be some events in Europe next year, 2023, and I think it's going to be perfect for all of us.
Yeah, go to all the other events as well. So yeah, there's 5 events planned across Europe next year. Some big announcements coming really soon. So yeah, listen out for that. Some big stuff coming soon. Fabio might be able to tell you a bit more next week in his Algarve tour.
He cannot tell us nothing. It's top secret. But there's going to be more events in Europe. I tried to squeeze him, but he cannot. Okay, let's leave it like that. But thank you so much. I want to say to Max, thank you. He said you have to go, and thank you, Max, for coming and explain a little more. I just want to see. I'm going to leave, like always, the last words for the 3 of you. I just want to see if there's any question here. Fantastic European community. I love you. Yes, that is from France. Oh, Nadine, thank you too, guys. Hey, next time you have to be here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's just the people saying goodbye. So I'm going to leave with for the three of you with the last words. I start with Mike. Mike, you can say it.
We're going to say buy your tickets, book your accommodation. It's a beautiful place, and it'll be a fantastic experience.
For you, my friend, my fantastic friend, one of the first persons I interview in my channel. You stopped doing the videos in YouTube, huh? You are very active in.
Get back on it, don't worry. Yeah, don't miss out. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event in a really unique, special place. So definitely get your tickets, and I'm really excited to see everyone there, meet new riders, and just grow the community even more.
And for you, Andy, please.
Yeah, buy your tickets. Yeah, please come along. It's the first time this has been done, so help us make it a success. And don't just come to Float the Highlands. If you can, come to some of the other events as well. Fabio's tickets for the Algarve tour go on sale next week, so get yourself a ticket for that as well. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I just want to say that is not the question of buying the tickets, just for you to having fun and enjoying yourself. You work so much and you have studied so much and you have so much time of your life that you just use it to do something that you don't have so much fun. Use it for something that you can have lots of fun. Don't forget, we are here today. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Enjoy it when you are here. That is the fun of the life. And guys, thank you so much. That was a fantastic interview. And thank you for everybody who came here. And thank you for everybody who's going to see the live later on. And we see us in 2023 in all events in Europe. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Float the Highlands.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good night.